Welcome to JS K-pop, the ultimate place for all K-pop lovers. Here, we'll dive into everything K-pop, from the latest news, music video reactions, to exciting theories that'll make you fall even more in love with your favorite K-pop idols. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our fun content we upload every week. Come join the fun with JS K-pop. South Korea. Global superstar V from BTS has been withdrawn from his role in managing public unrest during the recent protests in South Korea, following President Yoon Suk-yeol's decision to revoke martial law. The announcement, made late Wednesday for 12ths, has been met with widespread relief and celebration from fans, particularly the army, who had been concerned about V's involvement in the tense situation. President Yoon revokes martial law. President Yoon Suk-yeol's initial declaration of martial law on December 3rd caused shockwaves throughout the nation. Citing threats from anti-state forces, the decision led to massive protests, with thousands gathering in Seoul to voice their opposition. However, mounting public pressure, international criticism, and resistance from opposition lawmakers forced the president to retract the declaration. In a televised statement, President Yoon acknowledged the people's concerns and emphasized his commitment to maintaining peace without compromising democratic values. The government is listening to the voices of the people. We are retracting the martial law declaration to foster dialogue and unity, he said. V's involvement and withdrawal amid the chaotic demonstrations. The BTS was enlisted as part of a government-backed initiative to promote peace and stability. The singer, known for his immense influence and positive impact, was seen as a unifying figure who could help defuse tensions among the youth and protesters. However, with the lifting of martial law, V's deployment was deemed unnecessary, and he was promptly withdrawn from the program. The news brought immense relief to ARMY, BTS's loyal fanbase, who had been vocal about their concerns for V's safety and well-being. ARMY reacts with joy and relief. The announcement of V's withdrawal sparked a wave of joy among ARMY members worldwide. Social media platforms were flooded with messages of support, with hashtags like #WelcomeBackV and #ARMY4Peace trending globally. We're so glad V is safe and no longer involved in this tense situation. He's done enough just by inspiring peace through his words, wrote one fan on Twitter. Another fan shared, V represents love and unity. Seeing him step away from such a dangerous environment is a relief for all of us. Thank you, taehyung. The impact of V's message. Although his time in the initiative was brief, V's presence and words left a lasting impact. His call for unity and peace resonated deeply with both protesters and the public, showing the power of influential figures in shaping societal discourse. Cultural experts believe V's involvement, albeit limited, showcased how celebrities can play a pivotal role in fostering dialogue during national crises. V's actions and messages transcended mere celebrity influence. He became a voice of calm and reason during an unprecedented situation, remarked Dr. Han Min-jun, a cultural analyst. What's next for South Korea? With martial law lifted, South Korea now faces the challenge of addressing the underlying political tensions that led to the crisis. The government has promised to engage in open dialogue with opposition parties and civil society to prevent similar situations in the future. For now, ARMY and the nation can breathe a sigh of relief as stability begins to return, and figures like V can refocus on their roles as cultural ambassadors rather than crisis mediators. As one fan aptly put it, V's heart is always with his country, but now it's time for him to rest and continue inspiring us through his music. Post-crisis reflection. V's influence and ARMY's role in unity as South Korea begins to recover from the turmoil sparked by the declaration of martial law. The involvement of cultural figures like V from BTS has become a focal point in discussions about the intersection of pop culture and civic responsibility. Experts are commending his brief but significant participation as a model for how influential figures can contribute positively during times of national crisis. These actions demonstrated how soft power can complement hard policy, said Professor Kim Un-suk, a political analyst from Yonsei University. His influence transcends national boundaries, making him not only an asset for South Korea, but a global figure of peace and stability. Army solidarity. More than just a fandom, the BTS Army's response to V's involvement and eventual withdrawal highlights the collective strength as a global community. Beyond celebrating V's safety, Army members have been engaging in acts of solidarity, such as organizing campaigns for peace and raising awareness about the importance of democracy and civil rights. One notable initiative saw Army chapters worldwide collaborating to fund charities that support mental health and peaceful activism. A joint statement from several Army fan groups read, "BTS has always taught us to love ourselves and others. This moment reminded us to uphold those values not just in our personal lives, but in society at large." The future of South Korea's democracy. While the immediate crisis has subsided, questions about the state of South Korea's democracy remain. Political analysts warn that the events surrounding the declaration and repeal of martial law underscore deep-rooted divisions within the country's political landscape. The government now faces increased scrutiny to ensure that no similar overreach occurs in the future. Public demand for greater transparency and accountability is likely to shape political discourse in the coming months. For BTS and their fans, this moment will likely be remembered as a testament to the power of cultural diplomacy and unity. As South Korea looks to heal and rebuild, figures like V serve as reminders of the strength found in compassion and dialogue, even amid adversity. A S1 fan's viral post aptly concluded, "V may have stepped back from the front lines, but his message of peace will continue to echo in our hearts. Together, we move forward." Political reforms and public expectations following the withdrawal of the military emergency. South Korea's parliament initiated discussions on reforms to prevent similar incidents in the future. Lawmakers across political parties called for greater checks and balances on presidential powers, ensuring that emergency measures cannot be misused for political purposes. Public confidence in democratic institutions remains fragile, and many South Koreans are demanding transparency and accountability from their leaders. The recent events have highlighted the need for robust safeguards to uphold democratic principles in the face of political turbulence. The BTS and the role of public figures in advocacy. V's involvement in the crisis and his subsequent withdrawal from the demonstrations reflect the increasing role of public figures in influencing societal discourse. His call for unity and peace resonated with millions, demonstrating how cultural icons can mobilize people toward constructive action. Army, BTS's global fanbase, celebrated not only V's return to his regular schedule, but also the strength of democracy in South Korea. Fans expressed their pride in how V handled the situation, emphasizing his grace under pressure and his commitment to social harmony. Conclusion: a united Korea moving forward. The lifting of the military emergency marks a turning point for South Korea as the nation reflects on the fragility and strength of its democracy. With voices like V advocating for peace and solidarity, and with citizens actively engaging in political processes, South Korea has the opportunity to emerge stronger from this crisis.